After the memorable Hogan return segment to kick off the build-up to the Hogan vs. McMahon match followed by Raw 4 days later drawing its most-watched broadcast in over 5 months, SmackDown in hopes of building on the momentum advertised Vince McMahon's response as the top segment of the night to continue to set the stage for a massive business boost heading into WrestleMania 19. With the top advertised match set to feature Team Angle against Edge and Benoit, with Team Angle and Benjamin in particular set for a major non-televised match tomorrow night with the company after changing the originally advertised double main event of Steiner vs. Hunter and Lesnar vs. Batista for the Target Center house show on Friday, due to Hunter's leg injury sending Benjamin to work the show in the first ever Lesnar vs. Benjamin singles match in front of their hometown crowd in Minnesota, with the history of them being training partners in the City University. Opening SmackDown, which took a hit from the Thursday broadcast not airing in its regular time in several big markets including Washington, Detroit and Columbus, with Mysterio vs. A-Train going 4 minutes with Albert after doing a clean job to Taker last Thursday, getting his heat back with a win over Ray to 5 million viewers in the first quarter, with the show picking up strong from that point on in a sign of carryover from the boosted numbers of the past week, with the second quarter featuring Eddie vs. Cena going 6 minutes, jumping over 600,000 viewers to a 3.5 rating with over 5.6 million viewers to result in the first half hour totaling 5.3 million viewers overall, being one of the most watched opening half hours in months. Paul Heyman confirmed Big Show not being in the building tonight with him after being in the news during the last week for being suspended after a creative dispute in a production meeting, seeing his former company making headlines in the past several days with the rights to ECW after several legal issues since announcing its bankruptcy in early 2001, about to be cleared with the rights to the name and tape library about to be bought by McMahon for a rumored fee of over $1.5 million. Opening the door outside of having most of the significant video library in the industry under the WWE name for what was confirmed by McMahon in mid-2002 as a possible option to launch ECW as a third brand, as well as having exclusive rights to the video footage for future DVD releases, with SmackDown continuing the first hour viewership climb with Kidman vs. Moore going 6 minutes to 5.8 million viewers. With last Thursday's show closing segment all but confirming Hogan vs. McMahon as the first official match on the WrestleMania pay-per-view, Vince McMahon came out for the response promo 10 minutes from 9 p.m. previewing the expected build-up to the match, playing off the legit feelings during the rollercoaster 20-year history between Hogan and McMahon that continued with the latest dispute as late as November of last year, turning up the intensity expected to escalate weekly in the next 2 months, with personal shots at Hogan's personality behind the scenes saying that Hulkamania is on life support and he will put the final nail in his own creation, answering Hogan's challenge for the Vince Hogan match by announcing Hogan's return to the ring at the No Way Out pay-per-view, teasing himself in the match before announcing Rock as the opponent to set up the Rock-Hogan WrestleMania 18 rematch, in line with last week's talk from the Rundown movie set that reported Rock targeting Hogan and Goldberg as the next 2 pay-per-view opponents in his comeback run, with Vince after setting the stage for the promo by teasing the Rock-McMahon alliance, introducing Rock via satellite to kick off the build-up 3 weeks to the pay-per-view. Seeing Rock with a new look and Hollywood demeanor, cutting his first subtle heel promo on WWF television since 1999, with him taking subtle shots mocking both Hogan and the Green Bay crowd throughout in the first sample of what's to come in his upcoming run, peaking the show in the fourth quarter for the Vince and Rock promos with over 6.2 million viewers and a big viewership margin from any other segment on the show, leading to a rare situation in SmackDown history where the first hour outdraws the second in total viewers, with Rock after reinventing himself again with one promo popping the building throughout despite the initial mixed reaction to end it in a sign of things to come, with a standing ovation from the crowd, if the first promo being any indication going forward, facing the challenge of being a heel, with him coming back extra motivated, telling the crowd that they have never seen this level of entertainment and electricity and won't see it again until he comes back.
SmackDown started a sharp drop from 9:15 p.m. with the next quarter dropping over 600,000 viewers following the Rock McMahon peak, with the show on the night not helped by multiple major market preemptions airing the broadcast at unusual time slots between Saturday and Sunday, coming as negotiations between WWE and UPN continuing over a new contract following almost weekly rumors on the company potentially leaving the network when the deal expires in August, with Undertaker coming out next to call out Big Show for the second straight week, with Show after also being taken off the SmackDown weekend house shows legitimately off the TV taping in Green Bay after dealing with back issues that escalated in the past week, expected to return by next Thursday after physical therapy, with Heyman after returning from his one-week suspension back to his usual role on the creative team, advancing the build-up in his place for the week by introducing former Shawn Michaels student Spanky and the debuting Brian Kendrick, sending a message from Show to Taker in the ring. With Angle vs Lesnar expectedly confirmed as the WrestleMania SmackDown title match since the Royal Rumble, with a transitional period until the official start of the build-up in the next several weeks, Lesnar for the second straight week was off the show, with him again since winning the Rumble on January 19, only appearing in a pre-taped video package despite being backstage in the building, showing up in the last few minutes of the taping on Tuesday to lay out Team Angle to send off the live crowd, with Lesnar, who at one point was rumored to work a special tag match with former Minnesota Governor Jesse Ventura against Big Show and Heyman tomorrow night, set to work the Raw Madison Square Garden house show on Saturday, with him currently advertised to headline against Triple H in a match expected to be changed due to Hunter's latest injury suffered in the TV main event tag match on Monday, with SmackDown's own main event tag going over almost the entire final half hour, with Benoit and Edge vs Haas and Benjamin going 20 minutes of TV time through the final two commercial breaks, after the viewing pattern was reversed back due to the strong spike for the Hogan return segment last Thursday, seeing it continuing the second-hour viewership slide back to the pattern of recent months, with the match in total finishing at a 3.3 rating with 5.2 million viewers and a million viewers drop from the peak for Rock's promo less than an hour earlier, but with the show overall despite the multiple preemptions holding up with over 5.5 million viewers to result in the January 27 to 30 week after the massive increase for the 5-month higher all number on Monday, combined totaling 11 million viewers in the most watched week of WWE television since the final build-up to SummerSlam in August 2002, ending up with Angle interfering for the finish to set up Benjamin and Haas getting their first tag title shot next Thursday in Philadelphia, with a loaded SmackDown planned outside the Team Angle vs Guerreros title match, with Hulk Hogan advertised to be at the First Union Center for his first response to the Rock match.